Here are the rules for playing win-win. Okay. Number one, playing win-win requires open, honest, upfront, and I think everybody knows the next word is communication. And the thing that I like to add, even though it seems old-fashioned in this digital age, is written. If you've ever had a call where it's like, great, and everybody's, you're like completing each other's sentences by the time it's over, and, oh man, this is great, and if you can just get the next thing to me, I'll make sure that, we push this forward, and you go back to your office, or you get off the phone, or get off your Zoom meeting, or whatever, and now you're going to confirm everything that was just talked about. So you write either an email, or you're sending them, whatever, a text, and you want to summarize, here are the things we talked about, and here's what I agreed I'm going to do, and here's what you're going to do next. If you feel yourself stalling out in that moment, here's what you're going to do next. Not just spell it out, but you find you're kind of trying to wordsmith this, or somehow polish it or schmooze it, so that it goes down. Just know you didn't have the great communication you thought you had, or you would just say it. Okay? And if you've ever had that, hesitancy or whatever, just know you didn't have the great meeting you thought you had, or it would be an upfront deal. The other thing I want to say about written, and maybe I'm just, flogging a dead horse here, but I'll go ahead and ask, have you ever had a prospect or a customer who had selective memory? And so when you follow up with them, they go, I never said I would do that, or yeah, I said I would do that, but, not with this going on, whatever. If you've ever encountered that, that's why you want to write things down. And here's a great line, because a lot of times people say, you don't have to do that. I got it. We're good. We're all good here. You don't have to, send me a letter or an email. Here's a great line to have in your back pocket, and that is, the faintest pen is stronger than the strongest memory. Okay, the faintest pen or the weakest pen is stronger than the strongest memory. And the reason that is a great line to have at your call is, it's not saying, hey, I don't trust you, or, you're not good for it. It's that things, people forget, or things change over time, or it's just helpful to have this record of our journey together. Okay? So don't shy away from this. These, I think people mostly think, yeah, I do that. That's why I try and emphasize this, because I don't think this gets done enough, whether it's going in your notes in Salesforce or wherever. There's no reason not to be sharing that with your buyer. And that's why I make a big point. So number one, open, honest, upfront communication. Number two, to play win-win, requires two responsibilities. The first is to make certain you're not creating a lose for the other party. Okay? And both of you, each of you, have these responsibilities. Okay? A, make certain you're not creating a lose for the other person. And B, make certain you're not accepting a lose from the other party. Okay? This is playing I win, you lose. This is playing I lose, you win. Okay? And that's why this is important. Okay? And you each have to be playing that, because number 3 is you can't play, and I do mean play, win-win alone. I said at the beginning, it's important to have a relationship with yourself. You can have a great relationship with yourself, but you can't have play win-win by yourself. You need both parties playing by all the rules. When they are, and here's the 4th and final rule, there is always another way. We get fixed on thinking there's one solution, and there are loads and loads of solutions. It's an abundant universe, and recognizing there's always another way creates opportunities for expanded relationships and win-win relationships. Okay? Now, with those rules in mind, let's go back to this. Okay. People lose, it feels bad. They'll avoid get even or get both. And the reason those rules are so important is anything other than this ain't. Okay? And the reason is because whether you're on this side, looking this way, that is you, the buyer, are losing, or whether you're down here looking this way as the seller, anything other than right here, someone is losing. And because of that, these dynamics of avoiding, getting even, doing both come into play. So this isn't Mr. Nice Guy. This isn't Goody Two-Shoes. What this is really saying is, if I don't win, if you don't win, I can't. And if I don't win, you won't. Okay? It's like we're handcuffed together if we really believe this, if we're really in the relationship. We both have to win. And anything other than this, like taking one for the team this time or having the advantage this time, all that does is create this, it's like, okay, well, I took one for the team, but now masks are limited, so we're going to charge $50 a mask. We're just going back and forth, and eventually are going to wind up here. All the time people are saying, oh yeah, this is where everybody wants to be. So really making this, really getting this isn't just, like being nice. This is like being real. This is how you have great long-term, solid business relationships and how you get to stay in sales as a career for a really long, successful time. Okay? So the final piece of this is, how do you make it operational?